All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys doing awesome today. Hope your week is going well. So today we're going to talk about why to improve your. You want to improve your life? Learn how to say no. So check the article out. All right. So this is by Chloe Botheridge. So here's a little blurb here. We are used to saying yes to please others, but it can't be harmful not to be more assertive. And imagine what you can do with all that free time. Okay, I found this in the Guardian News. When you ask someone how they are, 95% of the time, they will answer with some version of busy, good but busy, or even sometimes crazy busy. Busy has become a badge of honor, a a signifier of success, a humble brag that implies we are important and in demand. But if you but if you really are too busy, chances are you're not saying no enough. Many of us struggle to say no, fearing rejection, anger, or just the uncertainty of what the other person's response will be. Our people pleasing is often rooted in childhood. We might have been raised to be a good girl or boy, praised for even being mommy's little helper, or we haven't been given enough attention, and so sought it by pleasing others, even if the expense of ourselves. I am a hypothesis, and one client told me recently, a hypnotherapist, sorry. One client told me that as a child, she felt responsible for her depression, for her depressed mother's happiness. Now she says that she feels she must say yes to every request for fear of upsetting people. Another client told me that he used to fear his father's angry outbursts and would often say yes to avoid getting on the wrong side of someone's temper. We can get so used to saying yes and pleasing others that we don't even know what we want or what our needs are. But if your life is so tightly packed with other people's requests that you don't have time for what really matters to you, or worse, your mental health is at risk, and it's time to make a change. Time to make a change, right on. The first step is to find the word no. Is a little is to get a little angry about all the time, energy, and money you've spent saying yes to things that you had to say no to. How many coffees had have you had with people you didn't want to have coffee with? How many weddings have you been to that you didn't really want to attend? How many hours of tedious meetings have you sat through when you had no real reason to be there? You might ask yourself, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with saying yes and keeping people happy? It might be a hard pill to swallow, but consider this. Compulsive people pleasing can be a form of manipulation. The teacher and author Brian Kate sums it up brilliantly. It is the biggest fallacy that I can manipulate you to love me. We kid ourselves that we are just being decent people by acquiescing to others, but things can turn unexpectedly sour when our own needs aren't met. In his book, Power of No, entrepreneur author James R. Altucher writes, when you say yes to something you don't want to do, here's the result. You hate what you're doing, you resent the person who asked you, and you hurt yourself. When it's when it when it's coming from a place of subtle manipulation or even resentment, can saying yes when you mean no ever be a good thing? To start reclaiming your time and your mental well-being by saying no more, tune into what is that you really want. Instead of saying yes on impulse, get into the habit of asking yourself, am I agreeing to this for me? Start with a small thing such as when you're offered a drink at the hairdresser's or someone asks for an insignificant favor. Learn to recognize what saying yes and no feels like in your body. Yes might feel expansive, while no might feel contracting. Learn to pay attention. Okay, is that it? There. Okay, cool. See how far along we are. Let's a couple more paragraphs, guys. All right. Does the thought of saying no face dread? If you're put on the spot to help with something that you don't have the capacity for, but you can't bear to turn someone down, buy yourself some more time. Ask people or text or email requests so you can get back to them, says Vanessa Van Edwards, founder of Human Behavior Research Lab. Science of People, it's perfectly reasonable to say that you need to check your schedule before answering. This allows you to check in with yourself about what you really want and find the right words of encourage, the right words or the courage which to, to decline them. If you are still struggling to say no, bear in mind what the billionaire businessman Warren Buffett famously said. Successful people say no to almost everything. Saying no allows you to say yes to what is important to you. It allows you to be a better person because when you say yes, it comes from a good place, not from resentment or fear. It creates space for what matters to you. Rather than drowning in business like most of us are, consider this. If you say no more, what could you say yes to? More self care, better mental health, more time with your kids, working on your passion project. Allow the possibilities to inspire your no. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit slow read today, but everything's not great. But there we go. All right, guys, have a great day and be positive. Thank you very much for listening and being here. Take care. Have a great day.